Campaign Hero. Welcome everyone to another Trax on Sundays. I'm Trax the Max, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're on our Campaign Hero account again, and as you can see, it's snowing out, so my sweater has all these weird special effects going on here. Can't do much about that unless I take off my sweater, but we're not going to do that. So anyway, we have been quite busy with this account. The previous 2 weeks we did some summoning sessions on my main account, but that's good because that gives us some time to work on this account, because to be honest, doing something on this account every week would bore most people because you don't really see much of the progress that way. As in this way, well, it's been 3 weeks, I think, since the last upload. Yeah, so a lot of things have changed. To start off with a banger, I will show you a piece of footage that I recorded earlier this week. Beware, it might be cringe for some of you, but yeah, we don't mess around on this account, okay? We don't mess around. See you in a second. Alrighty, so what did you think about that? Crushing Rhonda like that, eh? Not bad, huh? If you're new to this account and you're wondering, Trax, why did you just crush Rhonda? Well, my friends, it's because this account may only use champions that are obtainable by everyone at any given point in time. So if you watch this in a year from now, this will still be relevant for you normally, unless they change the whole game. But I mean, yeah. So Rhonda, if you're starting in a year from now, you're not going to have her, right? Or probably not, even if you miss out on her now and you already have an account. I did hear something about new players being able to get her later too or something, but that's just a rumor. I don't know. I can't confirm that. I'm not in any content creator program or anything like that, so I have no idea. But I'll show you guys what I've been working on first. So the previous time I was on this account, we were, I believe it was running War Maiden and Kale, and they had their War Master done. In the meantime, I 60'd Templar, as you could see in the footage I just showed you. And Eris, I believe I had her 6-starred, but I didn't have her War Master yet. That is done now. And we also have War Master on Templar. So we have 4 out of 5 with War Master. In the meantime, we've also messed around a bit with Spirit Walker, and she's actually close to getting her War Master as well. But I'm actually thinking of benching her. I'm not completely sure yet. I'm gonna have to do some more testing, and it'll be a shame because, well, we did put a lot of resources into her, but I really just don't think I can make this work the way I wanted it to. Now her stats aren't great because I switched off her boots and then gave those to High Katoon. These 5-star speed boots. She was wearing them first. But I got High Katoon, and I also had a blessing for her that I had bought previous when I saw it here in the Altar of Souls. It was for sale a couple of weeks ago, and I figured, High Katoon is going to be one of the champions that we're going to be allowed to use, so that's why I bought it. You can see we're running low now on this essence, so hopefully we can pick up some of the others like War Maiden and Eris here. I also managed to pick up Templar. I'm not completely sure if that is like if I should have or not, but I just figured, well, we're not using that many champions anyway. Might as well just pick it up, I guess. Um, and Kale, I found Kale one earlier this week, I think too. So that helps us with the damage, and that helps us clearing stuff a lot too. Especially this one right here, which you can start decreasing the defense up to 5% against bosses, which, you know, helps against Clanboss and just in general helps against waves and stuff as well. Especially because she has an AoE, so she can like pick off the defense a little bit off of everyone. Yeah, so we pushed a little bit in Doom Tower. Actually, speaking of, we have our Griffin open again, which is awesome. So I'll do a run real quick here, see if we can beat it here. So my initial thought was to put Templar and Guardian, and I've got to say, man, this has been phenomenal. Like, for real. For a champion you can just obtain in the campaign, Templar is actually really solid. Like, his base stats aren't crazy or anything, but this move right here with the block damage on a 3-turn cooldown is just so good. You can see here the ally protect, he's not even getting a scratch, and he's just topping back up every 3 turn, well, every turn actually, and every 3 turns he doesn't even take damage. Okay, so we blew this out of the water. But this is actually looks like an easy farm for us. Nice. Right. Maybe once we get higher, we can actually get the purple gear and we can start getting 5-star Guardian gear. And I think at that point, we'll really start to notice a difference with this. Because right now, Templar's gear is kind of, well, it's not kind of trash, it's trash. But this Guardian set is just so good. It's incredible how much longer you can fight in Clanboss just because of this gear. And look here, it's like a flat HP. Like, these are pieces that I don't advise anybody to use. However, if you want to use it for temporary, it's definitely better than nothing. And I think this will prove it, because let me show you my Clanboss team right now. So, well, first we'll show you this. Where am I? First we'll show you this. We are on day 34, okay? So we just got Haikatoon, got up to 50 already. And getting Haikatoon with the cruelty and all that, just skyrocketed my damage in Clanboss. Look at here. This is brutal right here. We're pretty damn close. I mean, we're getting there. We're almost at a 2-key brutal at 34 days in, and we're just using, these are all login champions, okay? These are, everyone can get all 5 of these champions. And we are very, very close to this 2-key already. Even at 50 with this Haikatoon at 50, right? So I gotta say, I'm not completely sure if we're gonna be able to 1-key this or not. It's hard to say. I think to be able to 1-key this brutal, our gear is gonna have to be improved by a lot. Because, well, yeah, right now we're just using campaign farmed gear. Basically, he's still wearing these 4-star gear pieces from what the game gives you in the beginning. These are all 4-star gear plus some campaign gear. So he's still lacking an amulet. Yeah, 4-star white common gear. 2 pieces of common here. Common piece here. 4-star common piece there. Yeah, you can see that there's, you know, we can definitely improve this team if we just give them some better gear. However, like I said, I don't know if we're going to be able to one key it or not. The the initial thought that I had was that I wanted to keep it at a 1-1 ratio so that Templar could do his A2 and have that on, you know, return cooldown so that one of the AoEs he could actually have this up and block that damage and absorb 10% for the other four champions. But then I started to think a little bit longer about it, and I was like, wait a minute. If we actually put him on a 2-1, he'll be doing the same thing eventually, but he will actually be healing more and be doing more damage. Because, well, every turn he takes a turn, he heals 10%, right? Of his max HP. So that means if he goes twice instead of once, well, that's one extra top up he's getting, which means he should be staying alive a lot longer, and also just doing more damage because he's getting more War Master procs. Something I'm gonna have to look into is try and see if I can make this team a 2-1 ratio against the Clanboss. See what kinds of speeds I need to get for that. It's gonna be a lot higher than this, obviously. I think at the moment this guy is actually the fastest. Yeah, 183. I just slapped gear on all of these champions, right? I haven't been speed tuning this whatsoever yet. Like most of this lifesteal I just farmed in campaign. These speed pieces I farmed in campaign. Yeah, it's almost decided, I think, what my team is going to be. But we'll have to see if the 2-for-1 ratio doesn't work out for some reason. We'll have to see what other options there are. But for now, that looks like these two together will be the best option. As you can see, I also booked Haikatoon. I did that during CVC. I think I got all of these booked too. Yeah, she's booked. She's missing one under A1. I didn't see that yet, but guess she can get some extra damage there. That's nice. Yeah, he's fully booked. I did that during CVC as well. And yeah, of course, my Kale is fully booked. Let's see. Anything else that I need to talk about? Oh yeah, we got ourselves a Broadmaw as well. I just slapped some regeneration gear on him. It's nothing nothing incredible yet or anything like that. It's just I did this basically to do a little bit of farming and faction wars already, okay? So he will eventually be dressed up in regeneration, but yeah, hopefully some better gear than this. Now, the cool thing is Broadmaw I'm allowed to use on this account because this is a champion anyone can get. But I actually didn't even have to build him. I pulled him from a void shard. Normally on your main account you'll be like, oh no, I pulled a Broadmaw, but now I was actually kind of happy because I could just skip all of this stuff, right? This account has actually had some decent champions already. For instance, I had this one, but he was already a 5-star chicken, unfortunately. Let's see what else here. Armina Jotun. So there's some epics we had there. Talia Bushi, we had those. Yeah, we had quite a few champions already. Yeah, Rhonda. Rhonda was food. I don't know if there's many other ones. There was another Lizardman, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Skathix. That was I actually pulled this guy. It was a 10x for him, apparently. And right after the shard after it was Broadmaw. So it's funny, I was more excited about Broadmaw, of course, on this account than I was for the Skathix. So yeah, Skathix was a 4-star chicken. That helps, you know. especially on an account like this where I'm just kind of relaxing, not playing it too hardcore or anything like that. What else is there to say about champions? I did pick up this guy. This is a champion I'm actually not allowed to use, but I decided I'm gonna keep him for in the if the problem occurs that I'm really not able to one key this brutal, I'll build out this bog walker and I'll see if that actually makes the difference, yes or no. But so it's not a project for now. This could be a project that, you know, will be in like 5 episodes from now or whatever. We'll see how it runs, but for now I just thought, you know what, I'll just hold on to him because I know how this goes. If I use him as food now, I won't pull another one. That's usually the problem. So he has the attack down on the A1 and he has a small increased defense buff. Yeah, his passive I don't think is that relevant, but it could be. It's mainly these two, right? So 3-turn cooldown, attacks all enemies and places this. So that's kind of nice that he actually also does do damage with this move and just gives a small defense increase. But a small defense increase can still help your team a lot if you don't have any defense increase. But it's mainly this why we would want to use them. So a 50% chance at 50% decrease attack is really, really good on an A1. But for now, he's, you know, he's not allowed to be used. We're gonna store him here in the reserve vault and hold him as an option if we really can't do it with the champions that, you know, the game gives you. And I'm hoping not to have to use them, obviously. You know, that's kind of the reason why I wanted to try this and see if it was even possible to do. But yeah. I picked up a second Templar. Basically just to perhaps get a second one ready to see if we can actually do that double Templar thing and if that is actually a viable strategy to survive longer. But yeah, that's going to be a slow project because we're doing Haikatun first, obviously. We want to get her War Master going so that we at least have her 5 champions in Lifesteal and War Master. Right now, when I run a Clanboss, you can actually see, if I had a key I could show you guys, but you can see like the difference between the ones that have the War Master and Lifesteal and then this one who doesn't and this one who doesn't. Templar is just lucky that he, you know, he regens a lot himself and he's tankier than the rest, obviously. He has a lot more HP and a lot more defense, but yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing. Now, I also have a few shards that I just obtained today, so might as well pop them. These are just going to be chickens, obviously, unless it's going to be something that I'm allowed to use. So it's a legendary, a Truoth. Okay. Uh, is that like a... Oh, completed this. Cool. Okay, I'm flabbergasted. I'm sorry. Is that a champion you can get from the Doom Tower? I don't know. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick. Let's see. I don't know. Okay. Um So we have ourselves another chicken. Oh, this is so cruel. I don't have this guy on my main account, and he looks so cool. I believe he's like super good for Hydra. A player from Discord uses him. It's the same player that Nubcakes did a video on, I think. Succeed. He uses this guy, and he heals like a madman in Hydra. But oh, this guy would probably just easily have this team one key, easily. Or like this guy in Operaden, or the one I already sacrificed. They could do it easily. Easily do it. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. Okay. So oh wait, you have to go to my master file. There you go. So I have 2 5-stars right now. Working on getting this gal up to 6-star. And I have been thinking about using this as a chicken now too, but the problem is that she almost has her War Master, and she might actually just be, you know, useful for faction wars because of that. At least for the time being. Oh man, really? Hold another legendary? This account is only 34 days old, and I've pulled 2 legendaries. One from an ancient and one from a sacred. And it's like, that's my second sacred, I think. Maybe third, but like I haven't had that many sacreds yet. I haven't done all the campaign things yet. Like here, there's one here. Okay, got one there. So this is probably like my second or third sacred, and we already get a legendary. That's brutal. That's brutal, man. That's brutal. Okay, so maybe this gives us something we're allowed to use. Oh, we're allowed to use it as a chicken. Hollow. And another chicken. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's going to speed up the process to get her to 6-star. So by the next episode, that will definitely be a thing. And I think by the next episode, you're going to see a 2-key here. I mean, I'm pretty positive about that. So you saw we can actually do some climbing in Doom Tower already. It's pretty sweet. These secret rooms they're almost impossible, right? Like I don't have enough spirit champions to do this stuff, and HP champions is non-existent even. So I don't know what this is gonna be, but anyway, the helmet that we can get out of this is gonna take a while before we get that. But the main thing I want to get here is this gear right here, right? So I'm not sure if we are going to be able to get here, because that's probably where it is, where we can get the epic gear, but that is one of the goals. We're gonna try because that means 5-star guardian gear. That's gonna be a huge upgrade for our Templar. Yeah, other than that, dungeons, I did a little climbing in Dragon this week. As you can see, a 2-minute run on stage 16 is, I'd say, pretty decent actually. I don't know if we could push further or not. We can try and see if we can do it in this episode. But you're gonna see here, if they get a turn that Templar's just too fast. He's faster than everyone. The good thing is, because he's fast, he does take a lot of turns, so he heals back up. But if If he has the block damage on, you're going to see that he can absorb. That's not good. That's weird, actually, even. How is Kale dying before Aikatoon? That's very odd. Kale dying there is also going to make this run very long. These are, well, if we even make it. Doesn't even look like we can make it. Nah. If one of, yeah, I was going to say, if one of these two dies, then I'm just going to give up, I think, because, there you go. No, that's a little too hard still, unfortunately. Weird that Kale died, though. You'd think that High Katoon would go down first, but let's see here. 16, that's what we were running. Also costs 2 energy less, so it's probably even better to run. I wanted to say, if Templar has his A2 to block damage on, you can really tell that he kind of works like a budget Kyoku, where he does like ally protect and block damage. So he protects the others in the team, but he doesn't actually take damage. Why is Kale taking such a beating? I really need to get Kale into like an HP or a defense chest. I think he's still on an attack chest, and these higher levels, as you can see, that's risky business. Um, Unfortunately, Templar is too fast, it seems. So you never really get to see those moments that he has the block damage on when he gets hit. But like here also for the poison, that's also pretty neat because he takes a bit of the poison damage away as well. And if he has the block damage on, he doesn't really take the damage, but he does take it away from your allies. So um yeah, this Guardian idea on Templar, I have never seen it before. I have never seen anyone talk about it. But if you're a new player and you need some support, I highly advise you to check that out. It's very easy to build. I mean, he's a free champion, and he can really support your team and help you progress if that's what you're struggling with. Obviously, the hard part is going to be getting that Guardian gear. This rotation, you really need to get to the third stage to be able to get it. So that means you have to pass this dude, which was not easy for me. And you have to pass this dude as well. Also not the easiest task, but if you can, this one is okay to do. Other than that, we have been doing some of this hero path. I'm sitting on quite some coins now. That's because of the summon I did. So I guess I'll do this, and then I'll work towards a book, something. Yeah, I don't think this is the best value, but there's just not really that much interesting here. Like this and this is obviously worse than this. I could get the XP, but I can still do that if I really want to. I could get these books, but I think these books are kind of expensive because we need to get this stupid key first that we're not going to use anyway. So probably just this route is probably the best, or maybe this. This is pretty useful for us to get our champions some kind of awakening. But yeah, we're gonna do this soulstone real quick. 40k. Let's see, can we get anything out of here that's useful for us? A rare, that's good. Ripper fists. Yeah, ripper. Rip for sure. Essence for us right there. Boom. 14 essence. All right, that's good. Just have to wait for the rares here. Maybe some epics that we can use. That's going to be it for this week. I hope you have a nice week. If you're pulling for the 2x sacreds, good luck with that. Yeah, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Peace. Guys, before I go, I almost forgot to say thank you for my 100 subscribers that decided to click that button. You guys are awesome. This was actually one of my small goals that I was trying to accomplish, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to do that or not, if people would enjoy the content enough to click that or not. And yeah, it's been half a year now that I've been putting up these videos every Sunday. I haven't missed a Sunday for 26 weeks now. This is my 27th actually, so yeah, I think the evolution from the first videos that I put out is already quite noticeable. At least I hope so. But yeah, just thank you so much for subscribing. I know 100 doesn't really sound like a lot, but to me it is actually a big thing, and it's yeah, I don't really have the words right now. But yeah, just thank you, and thank you for the people who are liking the videos and commenting on videos. That all helps the traction, of course, of the channel, and hopefully more people who would like to see it, they get to see it. Yeah, and if there's anything you guys want to see, or have ideas for a video, I've actually put up a few videos already with ideas of people. I'm always open for stuff like that, so yeah. And in the meantime, I'm also still working on that Theodore account to hand out to one of you awesome subscribers out there, so yeah, keep an eye out on that as I work that account up to level 50. It actually got another legendary that is pretty decent, so it may be worthwhile to keep your eye out for that. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much. See you later.